Mike Pillow has a new announcement, which happens to coincide with the Alabama Secretary of State calling him out for BS, which means it's time for another episode of Pillow Talk.
God gave me this platform. I already know I'm going to win. China did our vote. Biden and Harris would say, hey, we're here to protect the country, and resign. Mike Lindell's a conspiracy.
But you haven't.
Just forget about the evidence. This was attacked.
So, MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell is being called out by Alabama Secretary of State John Merrill over some recent statements. Lindell recently claimed on a video posted to his own website, Frank Speech, which you have to sign up to view. So let me just note, I am not signing up for Frank Speech. I'm not going to give that guy my personal information, especially knowing how they have no idea how to run a secure website at all. Likely, as soon as you sign up, third-party groups are going to grab your information, and and I don't know what they're going to do with it, honestly. So I'm not going to show you that video, but I have another. Now, in that video, Mike Lindell claims that cyber criminals had flipped 100,000 votes from Trump to Joe Biden in the election. Lindell said that while Alabama is a, quote, role model as to how elections should go, its voting system was hacked. Just like every other state, all 50 states, all of them hacked. But he says, well, this time it could have been by Bluetooth technology. Ah, yes. Okay, so where's the evidence of the Bluetooth hacking then? Oh, of course, there is no evidence. He didn't present any, at least. Here's what he said. This was the one time we're going to have to do a little bit of a deeper dive here. On the surface, you can't see where it happened. But I guarantee they've had to do it in Alabama as the bad people went deeper into the well, very deep into the well of how they did the flips. And we're going deep. And possibly 3 levels deep. Very, very deep. I mean, how deep this well goes. I mean, I don't know. Oh, but they went in deep. Then they did the flips. They did the flips. Very, very detailed. Very. So now, the thing is, Merrill comes back and says, no, actually, that's literally impossible to do. Our system doesn't even have Bluetooth. He said, all of our voting machines are custom built. There's no modem component. So it's really hard to connect something to the internet or to the Bluetooth if you don't have a modem. And so he says, you can't influence them, the voting machines, through a cell phone or a landline. There's no way they can be probed or numbers manipulated. So we are going deep and they are getting probed. That's what I get from this. All right. Merrill also said Lindell had purchased copies of Alabama's voting rolls, a service that's available to anyone, and said that any analysis that shows manipulation is wrong. Fun. Now, he said, quote, we didn't have any vote changes. 0. It's not possible to have any vote changed, Merrill said. Yes. So now, understand this is what Lindell keeps doing. See, he's saying everything's hacked. It's all hacked. It can be hacked. But okay, but how do you hack something if it's not on the internet? Or if you can't have wireless technology? It would be really stupid to have a voting system, a machine that is connected to Wi-Fi or Bluetooth technology, and to have it turned on and available to use unsecured without a password on election day. That would be oversight after oversight after oversight. I mean, you would have to fuck up royally to have something like that happen. And again, this is even if the machine had those capabilities, which apparently in Alabama did not. But that's where the conspiracy comes in, you see. Oh, yes. So now, it wasn't just, even if they didn't have this stuff, Well, that's okay. That there could be either incompetence or it was planned. The Republicans that were messing with this stuff. They could put the thumb drive in. They could boop, boop, boop. They could stick it right in the side, right in the port. So we're doing the probes, and we're going deep with the ports and sticking things in the thumb drives. We're doing all this sorts of stuff. Sounds kinky. No, okay, but okay, you would think that then there would be people monitoring this stuff. But again, that's where the conspiracy comes in. Well, they're all in on it. Well, they're all in on it. Okay, but generally when a conspiracy tends to get too large with too many people involved, you're going to get found out. That's what happens. That's why it doesn't make any sense. Numerous reasons why this doesn't make any sense. There is no evidence of this. None at all. None at all. And they just don't have it. They really are grasping at some pretty desperate straws here. So now that is why this lack of evidence is why Mike Pillow had another new announcement last night, which is, of course, that he is once again moving the goalpost.
Let me tell you, this is the big announcement, everyone. I made a promise to this country that we would, with all the evidence I have, that we would get it to the Supreme Court, and I predicted they would vote 9-0 to look at the evidence. Now, we had originally, I had hoped for August and September. That's why we had the Cyber Symposium, was to spread the word that, yes, this was from the 2020 election, because what is our biggest block? The media is our biggest block. After the Cyber Symposium, Steve, which all 50 states were present, the media went completely Fox. I call it going Fox on me. Nobody talked to me. They went completely south, okay? They went in their foxholes like Fox. Shame on you, Fox. They have cost our country so much. It's horrible what they've done to our country. But in spite of Fox, everybody, what we've done now is I went and took the evidence, went to these states, because it's easier to get in the red states because they don't mind you. Hey, come in and look at our routers and our machines and check out, because nothing happened here. Well, guess what? I got news for everybody. Right now, I asked all the lawyers just yesterday, we are taking this case to the Supreme Court before Thanksgiving. Now, maybe Fox will report that today. You heard it here first, that our case is ready. We are bringing it to the Supreme Court before Thanksgiving. Now, there's many, many states. I'm not going to sit here. The left-wing media will be calling me up. Who's all on board? You know what? By the time I'm done, I'm hoping all 50 states are on board, because we want our country back, and we're getting it back.
Oh, there's a lot in there. For one, what left-wing media? I'm just going to ask that question. I guess if you're talking about independent progressive media, sure, that's the only left-wing media we actually have in this country. And I don't think any of us are really going to plan on calling up Mike Pillow, unless, of course, you're David Backman, who just calls up Mike Pillow and has him on the show to embarrass him. Because it's funny. Because the guy's a clown. But okay, all right. So let's get to the meat here. Go along with this giant potato. An inside joke. All right, so he's mad at Fox. He's big mad at Fox. You just noticed, they're hiding in their foxholes. Oh, because they wouldn't play, of course, an ad for a cyber symposium because Fox News doesn't want to get sued. I mean, I don't really blame them. That's a lot of money. Which, by the way, Mike Lindell, you were being sued for saying the things that you're saying. But no, we're going to bring it to the Supreme Court. We're going to bring it there before Thanksgiving. Oh, good. Oh, great. I can't wait. Have a little turkey, a little ham, watch Mike Lindell get laughed out of court. It's better than watching football. Way better. Hilarious. Can't wait. But no, here's the thing. That's not going to happen. Unfortunately for us, we will not watch that happen, because it's not going to happen. Everybody knows that Mike Lindell's predictions mean absolutely nothing, because he is a clown. But interestingly enough, he's a clown that doesn't understand that he's in the circus. He doesn't know he's a clown. It's like The Sixth Sense, but with clowns. Oh, I see dead people, right? I see dumb people. I see clowns everywhere. Joker's to the left of me, right? I forget the other part of that. I don't know why, but song lyrics are not my strong suit, apparently. Yeah. But anyway, no, he is the clown, and we are stuck with him. Ridiculous. But here's the thing, right? So now, the sad part about the whole thing is that this guy's got some serious issues. He got some mental issues. As TYT Investigates detailed before, this guy is being lied to and manipulated by a shady Christian organization known as the Family. They made him believe that this is all divine providence, when in reality, he's just a money farm for them. And when he runs out of money, well, I mean, that's it. Then he's done. He's going to be tossed aside after Dominion gets done with him. So now I don't feel for him or anything. I shouldn't feel bad for him, and no one should. I'm just saying that that's the reality of the situation. He has made himself a victim by buying into this nonsense, this buffoonery. Lindell doesn't even grasp that you can't just take things not to the Supreme Court. Things only go to the Supreme Court after a lengthy appeals process in the lower courts. Thank you, Jimmy G, for pointing that out as well. But like a lot of these Trump supporters, they don't understand how the process works at all. At all. Now, of course, he got mocked online. That's always fun. One person says that's ridiculous. This ridiculous prediction is like Mike Lindell's prior ones regarding the same thing. Seems calculated to achieve little more than to provide a vehicle for him to fundraise. Interesting. Other person asks, who the hell is Mike Lindell and why should anyone listen to that lunatic? So sick of these people trying to appeal to Trump's base for financial reasons, but destroying our country with lies at the same time. So now the reason, of course, that they keep reaching into that well of Trump supporters is because they keep giving money. I mean, you know, if the money stops flowing, well, then maybe we'll see less of this. I don't know. Another Twitter user added, just keep pushing those goalposts to keep money hanging on so they will keep giving money. Well, hanging on, sorry. Another said, Mike Lindell might be one of the stupidest human beings. True. And finally, one more. Have you ever in your life witnessed someone trying harder to hold on to relevance than that they never actually had, more than this pillow manufacturer? Now, the only thing here is, I don't see him winning with this. He's going to be very broke very soon. I mean, you know, when Dominion gets done with him. So there's just no, and maybe this is my problem. Like, I know how to long-term plan better than all these people. But for me, there's usually some sort of long-term goal here. Power, relevance, money, opportunity. I don't see that happening with any of these people. In the short term, you know, maybe they're getting some donations and maybe they're getting some increased sales. But, you know, from what I'm seeing, that's not happening with Mike Pillow. He's not doing well, and there's only so many pillows you can sell. And so I just don't see the long term here, the long-term benefit of doubling down on this type of stupid. Then again, I guess if you look at how much money Donald Trump has raised for the so-called election defense that he hasn't spent on election defense or on any of these challenges that he is currently living off of, well, then maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is a financial incentive, and that is short-term, but it will not pay out in the long term. They've got a lot to lose, and I think they're going to lose it. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share with your friends. You can subscribe and help out the channel by becoming a patron. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf, or you can become a channel member as well by hitting the join button below.